Hi everyone, and welcome back to So Blessed by Jess. And today we're going to continue our journey into the Civil War sampler quilt. And we are going to be working on the Ohio Star today. And our colorway that we received is this top one up here. And it's a very simple layout. It's a 9 patch in the end, but we're going to do a quarter square triangles square so then before we make the 9 patch. So I'm going to use the same format as I did last time, and I'm going to bring you down to the table. I'm going to sew and just take snapshots as I go through creating this block. Like I said, the Ohio Star is an original, it's like one of the original quilt blocks that you would make as a quilter anyway. A lot of people have made this block before, so you kind of have an idea of how to make it, but I'm going to go through the whole gamut and tell you all about it. So here are all the pieces that we're going to need. We're going to need 4 of these squares, 1 center square, and then these are going to make up our quarter square triangle. So they're going to come together. I'm just going to leave these in their layers. I'm not fanning them around, but this is our center square. It's going to be our corner unit, so it's going to take up all 4. And then we're going to make it like, it's going to look like a square and a square with yellow all the way around. The red is going to be the center, and then the white on the outside. So we're going to make 4 of these units, then we'll have 4 of these units going across, and then we have 1. And just like that, the Ohio Star was born. So yeah, it's a really beautiful little block. I really like that. I'm really enjoying this. So we're definitely going to add this to our collection. So John Brown, he went into Ohio. He recruited anti-slavery soldiers from Oberlin, Ohio. And he ended up going to a college where women and African Americans were at college. I'm trying to scan through all of this. There's quite a bit of history with this. It doesn't really make sense of the Ohio block, but because all this happened in Ohio, the Ohio block. It really talks about his life after the war and how we never forget and we need to remember the Oberlin, Learys, and Langstons with the Ohio Star. So it's about the history of the family and how they recruited people for the war. So yeah. And isn't it beautiful? I just can't. I just love the colors that they chose this month to work with us with. So anywho, thank you so much for following along. Thank you for hanging out with me. This is another block under our belt. And you know what? Let me just grab the pile and we're just going to add it to the top. It's getting busy in here. I'm really looking forward to starting to make the strips. I think that's what I'm going to do on my next video. I'm going to create the strips that go in between the blocks so that I can start putting it up on the wall and figuring out, all right, what is this quilt going to look like? And as you can see in the front, there's 9 patch cornerstones followed by the stripes, the light, dark, light. So anywho, I'm looking forward to that. So I probably should start that next week since there's a lot of strips, sashing, and cornerstones to put together. And then I need to go through and see how many more blocks I need to make. Because we have some applique coming up and I'm really glad I haven't picked those yet. Fun fact. Anywho, well, I hope you have a great evening. Thank you so much for stopping along, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.